When I first told my mom I was moving to Poland years ago, she was very concerned about my safety.
Isn't Poland a racist country?
She asked me. I didn't have the answer for her at that time. But after living in Poland for a few years, and now I'm a fluent visitor, I think it's about time that I dive into this question about, is Poland a racist country? First off, Poland is very homogeneous, with over about 90% Slavic ethnic population. So their most influential religion is, of course, Catholic. And side note, you don't ever, and I mean ever, talk crap about Pope John Paul II. With that being said, why did Poland get the stereotype of being racist? Well, if you've been paying attention with the Western media, there has been a lot of bias against Western culture. East Asia and Middle East cultures are often celebrated, whereas Europeans are demonized for their colonial past. Even though most countries have invaded or been invaded, heck, shit. I mean, even Haiti has occupied Dominican Republic for 20 years. So, what gives Poland the bad reputation is that the fact that they are unapologetic about their culture and their history. Where places like France, Germany, the UK, the United States, they are all plagued by this white guilt phenomenon, Poland waved their flag proudly with a big middle finger to the authority. We also have to look at immigration. Poland's immigration policy can be quite inconvenient, to say the least. It is very restricted when it comes to immigrants, but not so much when it comes to expat, which kind of makes sense economically. Expats usually come to spend money and invest in the Polish economy, whereas immigrants would be competing with their labor forces. Therefore, Poland's policy prioritized their citizens over immigrants when it comes to employment and government benefits. There's also a safety of the public by avoiding cultural clashes. Very, very interesting where this protest is going on right now, where you're trying to see different aspect, different side to the story. You have those who are more pro-European and want to welcome the immigrants and the stuff that's going on at the border, and you have those who don't want this immigration to come through. And then at times both sides can be a little bit extreme, but I'm just like trying to see what exactly is going on and trying to understand either side instead of actually trying to villainize either one of them, because I think that's very important. And a lot of time when we watch these stuff, we tend to get propaganda side instead of, like, we tend to get fed a narrative instead of actually being neutral about it and just let out what exactly is going on and just let the people make their own mind. I was at Gdańsk a couple years ago when Poland was having some protests about migrants trying to cross the border from Belarus. Poland did not accept their refugee status and regarded them as economic migrant. According to Poland, a political refugee only has to get to the next safe country. So if your country is somewhat at war and you cross the border to a country that is not at war, then that would be considered a refugee. However, these migrants has crossed countless borders from the Middle East and tried to migrate to Europe. It did not matter whether or not Poland's decision was valid. The media had demonized the Poles, calling them racist. France and Germany, of course, publicly condemned Poland, but privately, they were tanking the hell out of them for securing its border, as they could not afford another mass migration to their country that occurred years ago. Also, one of Poland's deterrent of mass migration is the fact that they prioritize Christian migrants over other religion. Whether you agree with that decision or not, people tend to have less issues when they actually have more cultural commonality. Hence, you actually had a surge in crime when it comes to Western Europe. Places like Germany, France, England, they had a huge crime surge, whereas in Poland had remained relatively safe. Nie, tylko obserwować teraz. The last reason why Poland is regarded as a racist country is their suspicion towards foreigners. If you know anything about Polish history, can you blame them? In the 1900s alone, they were invaded by Germany twice, occupied by Russia, and betrayed by their allies. Shit, I would be suspicious as well. Hence, the Pole has mastered the art of the resting bitch face. It's a look that can make anyone feel slightly uncomfortable, letting you know that you are being watched by the public. Therefore, be on your best behavior. I have myself experienced such look. However, I've learned to diffuse such tension by simply greeting them with their natural tongue. Nothing else could put a smile to Babcia's face than a black guy speaking Polish. Dzień dobry, babcia. Jak się masz dzisiaj?
Jejku! Mówisz po polsku!
In conclusion, are there racist people in Poland? Of course. I have experienced a few incidents that I could categorize as racist or discriminatory, but not once I've actually felt unsafe. And you also have to understand there is a difference between someone being an asshole and someone being racist. All racists are assholes, but not all assholes are racist. And the positive experience that I've actually had in Poland far outweigh the few negative ones. The point is, if you come up here in Poland with a superiority complex, then you will definitely be put in your place. But if you show up here in Poland with humility, you show appreciation, respect, and gratitude towards the Polish culture, towards their heritage, then you know what? They will definitely see you as one of their own.
Very good. Perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Dobra, dziękuję bardzo. Dziękuję bardzo.
Okay, man. All right.
In conclusion, is Poland a racist country? Nie, kurwa. Fuck no. I'm your host, the Haitian. So share, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below what was your experience when it comes to Poland. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.